MashaAllah. Well done, huh? Excellent translation.
Trying to.
Please. And we have to translate this as well. I'm sorry to embarrass you, but this has to be done. Please.
حضور سورة الأنبياء verse number 5. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. قال ربي يعلم الغول في السماء والأرض وهو السميع العليم. Huzur, does this mean the spiritual sky or the material sky, or can it be both? Al-Anbiya number 5. Surah verse 5.
Exactly the same way. Read the first verse, okay. This, and then the following one.
Right. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ومن الناس من يجادل في الله بغير علم ويتبع كل شيطان مريد. That's the first verse. And among men there are some who dispute about Allah without knowledge and follow every rebellious Satan. كتب عليه أنه من تولاه فأنه يضله ويهديه إلى عذاب السعير. Is this verse 5 of...
قال ربي يعلم
Oh, I'm sorry, I've got the wrong, I think, it's the wrong one.
I was amazed, I was wondering what it is.
I think it's verse number 5.
It's the wrong surah, I'm sorry.
Wrong surah. Right
It's
verse.
22 instead of...
Right verse from the wrong surah.
That's right.
The surah, no surah is wrong.
Yes, that's right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You forgot to remember the right surah, the name of the surah.
Yes. So I'm going to read verse 4 from Al-Anbiya.
Yes.
لاهية قلوبهم
That's right.
وأسروا النجوى الذين ظلموا هل هذا إلا بشر مثلكم أفتأتون السحر وأنتم تبصرون. And their hearts are forgetful, and they, the wrongdoers, confer together in secret and say, is this man aught but a mortal like yourselves? Will you then yield to his sorcery with your eyes open? قال ربي يعلم القول في السماء والأرض وهو السميع العليم. In reply to this, the Prophet said, my Lord knows what is said in the heaven and the earth, and he is the all-hearing, the all-knowing. بل قالوا أضغاث أحلام بل افتراه بل هو الشاعر فليأتنا بآية كما أرسل الأولون. Nay, they say, these are but confused dreams. Nay, he has forged it himself. Nay, he is but a poet. Let him then bring us a sign, just as the former prophets were sent with signs.
That's right. Now, the central verse to which he draws our attention is...
Yes, it's قال ربي يعلم القول في السماء والأرض وهو السميع العليم.
That's right. First of all, the allegation against Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah is that he has made it up himself. It is not the word of God. So, the right answer to that is, how do you know that it is not the word of God? Only he can judge whose word it is alleged to be or said to be. So, in the heavens or in the earth, wherever anyone claims to be from God and claims that God has spoken to him, Allah will always be the judge, none else, as far as the truth or falsehood of his claim is concerned. So that is the central answer. But the whole attitude of the kuffar, the non-believers, is made clearly, is exposed by the Quran to be absolutely nonsensical and contradictory. So that is why I said read the first verse and then the following one. Then we'll turn to the first verse and then we'll begin to interpret it right through this verse to the last one, the third one.
لاهية قلوبهم وأسروا النجوى الذين ظلموا هل هذا إلا بشر مثلكم أفتأتون السحر وأنتم تبصرون.
لاهية قلوبهم. Their hearts are unmindful of things which they see. Layatan in a state of unawareness. They are not consciously watchful of what they see. They are not aware of what is happening around them. So when the minds become dormant or they suffer from a disease of being non-receptive to the realities around them, then messages from Allah go waste on such people. Lahiyatan qulubuhum is the first statement describing their attitude. Lahiyatan qulubuhum is also connected with their pursuits in this world. They love mundane pleasures, they love luxury, they love life of ease and comfort, and a life which knows no principles. So the natural result is that the qulub are lahiya. And lahiya and ghafla are one and the same thing with slight difference in their connotations. So these are the people about whom the Holy Quran, only one, okay, no problem, we'll finish it at time and then tomorrow we'll translate it, inshallah. So lahiyatan is the same expression which is used elsewhere. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu taqullaha wal tanzur nafsum ma qaddamat lighad wa la takunu kallazina nasullaha fa ansahum anfusahum. Read the full verse.
Yes.
Ya ayyuhan nasu taqu rabbakum allazi ya ayyuhan nasu taqu rabbakum wal tanzur nafsum ma qaddamat lighad وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ الَّذِي تَسَاءَلُونَ بِهِ وَالْأَرْحَامَ. That is the full verse. Nasu, wala, I want that part to be clarified. فَأَنْسَاهُمْ أَنفُسَهُمْ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. The full verse I want to read.
Verse, okay. It's Al-Hashr.
وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ نَسُوا اللَّهَ فَأَنسَاهُمْ أَنفُسَهُم. Perhaps this is it, but I want to be sure. So those who forget Allah are those who are lahiya of their hearts. Lahiyatan qulubuhum, their hearts are in a state of lahiya. So these are the people who have already forgotten God, who waste their time in a state of sort of sleep, and they do not realize what's happening around them. So their analysis has to be confused and foggy, and this is exactly what they're doing. And it is also contradictory. So the first objection there is against Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is that he is a bashar like you. What does it mean? It means that in their belief, all the past prophets had qualities beyond bashar, and that is why they submitted to their authority. They are not psychologically prepared to obey a bashar, because they think وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ نَسُوا اللَّهَ فَأَنسَاهُمْ أَنفُسَهُمْ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. It's the same, exactly. This is the verse which I read, follows with the first one. So I'm explaining the situation in relation to those whose qulub are described as lahiya. That they are so stupid that their belief in the past prophets is only founded on their understanding that they were superhuman, while God had never sent any prophet who was superhuman. They were all bashar. So when you expect a prophet who comes with supernatural powers, then you always fail to recognize him. This is a universal principle mentioned in this Quran, in the Holy Quran. Why is Masih denied? Because he didn't descend from heaven. Because he could not revive the dead like they expect. and believe earlier prophets did. So this word bashar is the key to the understanding of the whole thing. You say, how can we bow to a bashar? All the previous prophets had properties or qualities beyond humans. How can we accept this? Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And God does not deny that. So it's a lesson for the Muslims of today that if they too attribute superhuman powers to Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, they will be treated by God as those who are qulubahum lahiya. See? He too is bashar. Qul innama ana basharun mislukum. Yuha ilayya annama ilahukum ilahun wahid. But already the time is over. Inshallah, I'll reach tomorrow in time to catch up with him. When he has finished the translation, then I'll start the remaining answers. Okay? Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Tell them that we take leave without translation because tomorrow.
سنقدم لحضراتكم إن شاء الله ترجمة ما قاله حاضر أمير المؤمنين في نهاية هذه الحلقة في لقاء الغد إن شاء الله. شكرا على حسن المتابعة والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام عليكم.